Sup, you beautiful bastards? Welcome back to the Paradigm Shift live on 105.1 FM. You have no idea what I'm talking about. I'm telling you, I'm trying to get my YouTube and my Twitch up. We get the numbers up here. I raid in the bigger communities. Maybe one of them communities raise me back. And maybe they got some juices in here. So at the meantime, if you're trying to help the boy, yo, hit the like, hit the subscribe, hit the bell to stay notified. You're not going to see my uploads in the algo unless I'm hitting. You got to watch like 3 of them and then they start coming up. And when I upload more frequently, you're going to start seeing them. You're going to be like, yo, you should do it daily. And I'd be like, yo, I would do that, but I'm tired. I'm tired for this reason here. Now, I know what it is like to try to be the good person. My track record speaks for itself. I know what it's like to want to be the person who helps everyone. I do. I really do. And I want to preface this with saying that my critique of this situation is not an indictment of anybody's personality, anybody's wherewithal, anybody's like. There is nothing outside of this lens that I want to look at for this critique. Now, normally in the Lord and Savior of our year 2025, I wouldn't start out that way. But I can tell that QT already gets a lot of shit. So I'm going to make this constructive. However, this is something that I've been streaming about and talking about for years. I doubt I will ever get into the ability of putting videos that you should watch in the description or on the screen. So I'm just going to say go to my channel, go look up YouTubers and live streamers, a responsibility shift, and go, I don't know, catch that after this. QT Cinderalla said, I miss the old Twitch. I miss when we used to all used to react to the same thing. Know the same memes. Know that soda popping is gay. Know that Germa's not real. Know how to laugh together. Twitch has been missing a glue to bridge communities together. So I'm bringing it back. Every Tuesday on the Streamer Awards YouTube channel, there will be weekly clip compilations posted. This is free content for all streamers to react to. Go crazy, and I hope you love it. At first, I was upset, and then I was just frustrated. So I'm going to break down the next altercation, and I'm going to do all of them together, because I feel like it's only right to do so. A commenter said, the glue to bridge communities is streamers reaching out to people, not watching clips. Reaching out saying, hey, I saw a funny clip of you, love your stuff, is a great start, bozo banana. It bears repeating because, haha, I didn't even think about this when I was making this piece. The arc meta of Twitch was one of the worst arcs because it effectively said that people were willing to pay money to watch old stuff with someone new, but they wouldn't invest money into startup streamers. You gotta know people. And that was already a poison pill to swallow a long time before we ever got to what the fuck Twitch is today. But I think that you're missing the forest for the trees here when it comes to the react to the same thing. You're pulling a point and a pin in just say it. There is no growth on Twitch anymore. The luck factor is bleeding out because not everybody got money. We're about to hit a Nazi fascist regime. They're cutting Medicaid and food stamps and like an experience that's brand new to everything. And watch your numbers grow. But you miss when it was all similar and streamlined? Know the same memes. What's his name? You don't know that meme. All your base are now belong to us. What are we talking about with memes? Know that soda poppin' is gay. Hey, Asmongold is absolutely wrecking shop through Twitch right now, effectively creating a far-right Nazi-like haven. And one of your juices will come down to us because you have exposed us to them, and they will fund my rent. 5 seconds. Quick. Pause this video and go Google it. Know how to laugh together. My community is laughing, but every 5 minutes, there's some weirdo who finds his way through like the skin of his teeth, or their teeth, I should say, to dick suck one of the Grand Five, get in their orbit, a constant mention. We trust this person just because that friends, people can do it. But it's clear that the advantageous thing is to keep that orbit circling. So now you're making content about that person, defending that person, constantly being mentioned with that person, which gets you closer and closer to more opportunities. This ain't networking when Twitch is so vast. We're not asking for every single person to be a 10,000 viewer Andy. It would be better if less people did stream. That's actually a fact. Know how to laugh together? Nobody knows what the fuck is going on Twitch outside of the insular communities that happen to interact with each other sometimes or through meeting in IRL or even so far as to create content with one another, which is what has not been happening. And I mean art. Where the songs? Where the auto-tune? Y'all don't got no producers? Live band performance. XQC on the drums. Never happened. Hasn't happened. I tell you what, if this video gets seen by one person, fuck it. Here's an idea. Run with it to the bank. It's about to make you at least $15 million. Get ready. You're going to partner with Riot Games, and you're going to do a 5v5, big streamers only, 5v5 Valorant AR/VR tournament. You could do it cross-continent if you want. We already have the games that allow us to do this. There's already a game that acts like Valorant, more real, and you can play it in your room. 5v5 tournaments. Live stream it. Get some commentators that are really low on the streamer numbers. Invite people from Capcom. I think we got plenty of commentators in the FGC. There's your 15 mil. There's your 15 mil. Know how to laugh together. Do you not get what's happening here? Do you think that people are complaining about lack of exposure because they're not putting in the work? Observe. Know for a fucking fact that that's not what's happening here. That's not who's growing to be the best. And when they do grow to be the best, they're so ill-equipped to handle that success that they slip up and fall down a pipeline. Oops. Because, like, all display the movie at the same time. Everybody's watching, everybody's talking about it. Then we react to another. It's taken me 12 minutes to get to this point, but I think I've been clear. The glue is that the concentration of this website is the same as the economic structure we live in. And we don't have any access. There's no outlets to give somebody the quickest of shout outs if we don't know something. So we have to become experts on it all. So when people in your circle get accused of things, everybody has to draw a line somewhere. What is your Rubicon? The glue that is missing in Twitch is that there's no activities worth discovering. I don't give a fuck about what that guy, this guy, that girl, they, them, she, her, they, them. I hope I got that one right. I'm very pro pronoun if you didn't notice. I just clear I'm a leftist. Anyway, don't fuck about what anybody's saying. The topic is more important. There's a battle rap problem. Who give a fuck about how you say it? It don't matter what you say. It's how you say it. As long as the cadence is clear, you could get away with some bullshit like Area 59, Saturn. Like, what do you others? It is a safer investment to keep spending my $5 a month on somebody who streams every day that I can watch every day and get myself so thin. This is basic commerce. Because there's no invitationals, there's no points of specific entry. It's just Twitch, whoever's popular. To go to sleep, they gotta choose not to eat. Hello, me right here. I've been blessed to be out of the situation that I was in a few years ago. But why do I have to bring that up? It should be on the merit of my hard work. I've done every avenue, every setup, every overlay. I've given tools and tips to streamers. I've done all the networked. People know me all over the... Am I doing this because I want to grow bigger, or am I doing this because I'm a nice person and I like seeing what just a little help in one direction could help somebody with? That doesn't deserve a platform, but Asmongold does, XQC does, All these big streamers cozying up to Trump. Vivek Ramaswamy was just on fucking Aiden Ross's stream. What's the glue? What the glue that we're missing is that y'all don't actually care about talent because you can't. And that's the grace I'm trying to give everyone when I have this conversation, is that it's not you. It just happened. We didn't care about that back then because there was a focus on this website. It was valid on top of everything that we learned about gamers, that the best would naturally be the ones who want to be watched most. It's why Evo gave away lifetime subscriptions. We know you're going to be here next year. Not allowed to take a day off because you say that's not how people get big. You got to stream every day. Look at what's his name, Queso. He streamed every day. Jinxie streamed every day. Stream of the year. Out the 99,000 others, and then when an opportunity comes up from, let's say, Netflix to pluck you guys, you wonder why they go Abigail Thorne, Philosophy Tube, and not any of us. You wonder why they picked Kai Cenat and IShowSpeed to possibly have a spot at the Royal Rumble. Are they promo trained? Can they wrestle? Do we know? Do they care? Or is it about numbers? So when that door gets closed because you can't handle the task that's been given to you, you naturally get heated. And that will melt the glue of communities. They don't know what they're expecting when they come in here. They don't know what to expect because it keeps shifting. There's no consistency because there's no reason to have any consistency. I'm locked in. Hassan says his audience leaves halfway through because he plays games and he wished they would stay because there's an element to it that could still hook them in as far as politics are concerned, news. So I started on that front of trying to play political games. You will know I'm nice. You will see me react to things while I'm gaming to know I can focus on two things at once, and you still get informed. Because a 6-viewer streamer that I know of that does great political coverage has his audience leave when he's tired or wants to play a game or two because we're on a gaming platform. Ask me, how do you come up with so many of that content flowing? I just have stories. I happen to be a natural storyteller who has booked for the WWE, who has given promos to people, who has done their own promos, who's made, but that gate-kept secret of how you get in the business can get broken if you have enough popularity. I'm saying to you, we're in a very hyper-aware society. What used to be inaccessible is now so accessible that there's no guardrails on how we actually look at people. We regulate them to numbers, a scale. Is what they're saying important, or are we looking at it through the lens of somebody else who's reacting to it and judging our reaction based off what that person we love says? Content for all streamers to react to. Go crazy, and I hope you love it. With everything that I've said over the last 8 minutes, you could imagine that I could have just saved all of that and put it down there. So that's 3 statements that I've just repeated the same thing over and over for, with different angles of attack on it. So again, it's not an indictment on Cutie Cinderella the person, but we've seen people try to make clip compilation channels. What was the fucking weirdest, most like just strangely racist one I ran into last time that I was a part of? Top chimp clips. Top chimp. You chimp clipped me. You chimp clipped me. I can't even say that shit twice. From that they use as an alert became a thing. Saying, reaching out, saying, hey, I saw a funny clip of you, love your stuff, is a great start. Who's the one reaching out? Bigger streamers reaching out to way. Dog, I hate to be this guy. I really do. But before we address, like, the absurdity of this entire thing that now I'm looking at from a different lens, going to shake the realm of, like, what's possible. But your meds chatter, we're all just usernames to each other. No formal relationship, no care. We're all tied by very loose strands. And you wonder why communities aren't bigger than what they could be. There's no support when the main guy goes offline. There's no 24-hour watching of this. This isn't Cartoon Network anymore. When you when you don't even like context and say, I'm sure you get a lot of responses like that, and you're just ready to clap back at anybody. I'm not really ready to indict you over a fucking Twitter. I'm not a fucking weirdo. Like, that's another thing. You end up talking about this, and you end up falling down that line of, oh, I'm viewing this through the eyes of drama, and I have to be dramatic about it, and I have to respond, oh, I hate this, die. Like, no, just normal, hey, I sat you down and was like, whoa, I don't understand this. Can you explain this to me? Simple. Doesn't work. It doesn't work. I have been around streamers. I just pulled up a VOD earlier, which is so funny. I should have just based this whole thing on that. I have been around people who have gained audiences. I've been associated with people who are one step, that are VIPs in Hassan's chat. I'm one step removed from them. To anyone who is getting close to possibly having a referendum of being around the orbit of somebody who has people who spend a lot of money around them, warps the entire dynamic. And it is so large that it can never be broken. This will be eventually what crunches Twitch to death. Now, YouTube's a different story because it also hosts videos. So while you still can get the drama and the crash outs and everything feels a little bit more produced, you know, everything got a little more production. No, this is known for the sloppy toppy, you know. In 2K25, we'll do a giveaway. We can raise money. Like, we could do all of it. We could do all of it. Put it all together. We could call it the Royal Rumble, and the top streamer who comes out of the random slotting of the superstars in the Royal Rumble, they get a shot to like be on somebody's stream and play a game against them or whatever. We could do NBA Street Volume 2. We got the emulated. All of this could be done from home. All of this could be set up in 15 minutes. Take 15 minutes. Less time than it takes for you to go all the fucking way to Los Angeles and set up a stream that breaks. No text, no backups. I gotta do it all myself. I'm building this all myself. I could just tell you for free, but you don't know I exist. Now you know I exist, now what? Who cares? In the next 3 days, I'm gonna put out a poetry album that has nothing to do with anything I've talked about thus far, and I'm gonna pray to God, the earth, that I hit that algorithm somewhere. And then people are going to hyperanalyze that sentence and say, oh, look at him promoting his stuff in the middle of it. And it's like, I can't have a normal conversation with anybody because you all work in absolutes. There's no nuance. You don't know I exist. And therefore, I am just a chirping noise in the wind. But when the biggest creator says I could take this entire transcript and hand it off to somebody I know that got 1 million subscribers. He can make a random video about it and people will call it the most brilliant thing ever. Ideas that I have. But this isn't just me. Like, I constantly am in the chats and the communities of 0-1s. Been there for 4 years, 5 years. I do a Twitch watch where I go down all the current going live people and we check them all out and I see how everybody is doing at any time that I can. End of the stream, I spend 15 minutes. Let's look at everybody. If you're interested in anybody, you can hit their link right there. It's right there. I literally am putting them up on the screen. That's a clip show. But now that we've gotten to how I could just do what you're doing and how I've been doing what I'm doing with the very small amount of viewers I have, let's see how you interpreted this doing. Listed bunch of streamers here. Now, I'm assuming on your very first run through, you're probably going to pick brand new people because you got the hype on you. 11,000 subscribers, but you got the hype on you. Like, you could direct, this could be a whole legion of new streamers. The Sketch Reel, 179,000 followers. So glad you shouted them out. Squeaks, 246. So glad, so exciting. So glad you shouted them out. Hasanabi. Whoa! And I just clicked on him while he just started streaming. Whoa! That was random. Hasanabi. So glad you shouted him out. And And you shouted him out, and now I've exposed my audience to him, and now we could go boom, bada bing, boom. Saw your stuff on the Streamer Awards, bro. Saw your stuff on the Streamer Awards, bro. This is inventive and cool. Not like Hassan has a hype train incoming within a minute of starting his stream. Hey, you want to play? You want to sit there as you're watching this and like play a hypocritical game? Paradigm Shift has been following Hasanabi for 4 years, 2 months, 13 days, and 22 hours. He is currently a 51-month sub. So glad you shouted him out. The puddle. But Eris is not a small person, okay? Let's not do the Eris as a small being, all right? Eris changed the culture. I feel like it was literally Eris that got like the majority of America into Tekken 7 when it was inaccessible. Emaru! Whoa! Super small. Post Malone. This one smoked me. So glad you shouted out Post Malone. Tyler, XQC, Extra Emily, Super JJ 102. 168 Hearthstone player. So I'm supposed to react to this because like I'm supposed to react to this to do what? What do I get from this? Free content?
Put the lighter in there?
No, you didn't.
I swear to God.
Did you just put the lighter in the fire?
Say on God you put it in. Seriously.
Free content?
I didn't.
No, you didn't.
I should have. I didn't. I don't know. I did that.
Did you?
Oh, I did.
That's probably the best my For You page spin in a minute. If anyone had more feet,
Let's
it'd
say,
be great.
hypothetically, for the sake of argument, that I was to request a picture of your feet.
Oh yes, a dead child.
How come every time I have him take photos of me, I feel like they're not good?
Then don't have him take photos.
Oh.
Literally, when you're here, use people on the street. The young people are so good at taking photos. So, and probably, I don't know, you're Will, right?
I'm Will.
He's
I don't know Will, but maybe he doesn't have the aesthetic sense to see the whole picture. So when you tell him to take a photo of you,
Your
Damn, that's crazy, son. Damn, that's crazy, son. There was a streamer, I don't even want to talk about this dude. There was a streamer I used to watch that was called, his name was Maxwell. And Max was a cool dude. Max, very cool dude. He used to say, buy me a cup of coffee. And when you sub, you get the coffee emote. And it was just so cute. He had cute emotes. He was a photographer. He did touch-ups and re-edits. And I had found him, luckily, because he had found me because I was doing my photography editing. He got affiliate. His business went down. He's like, I'm going to just stream more on Twitch because people seem to like it. And I seem to be getting like a nice bit of chick. Hasn't streamed in a year and a half. Content is free to react to. I feel like you're trying to present something as a last-ditch effort, and it's making me question like some underlying meaning that I'm not getting here. I will pocket watch myself right now. I have 13 viewers at 5 hours and 5 minutes in. What do they get from watching these clips of these bigger streamers? How does that help me stand out amongst them all? Own words and how you so rudely just shot somebody down, which they could be a Nazi for all I know. So I'm going with the punches here, just what's presented to me as words, because everybody's a fucking Nazi on their website. Get crazy out here. What have I gained? Feel like there is gain. All right, fuck it. Since we're at the end of this, fuck it. I'm gonna just give you I like to provide problems and solutions. Here's the solution. Cutie Cinderella. If somehow this clip of this video gets out to you before this entire video, or anybody in the comments down below, if you watch this whole thing, you could just tell her, click this part of the video. Here's the problem that I've presented to you in 34 minutes. I'm gonna provide the solution for you in like 10 seconds. What I would have done in your position is make that same clip compilation of like the tiny people who got like closer and closer in the streamer awards for like rising star, underrated streamer, whatever, blah blah blah. I would have put those clips together in 10 minutes and then told every streamer that's ever won an award, please spend 10 minutes watching this with you or just playing it on the screen for your chat with the links provided to each of the streamers. Boom, done. See? half these niggas not funny. We just cack W because there's nothing else on the screen. Half these niggas not funny, bro. Okay, that's it. Okay, if you made it to this point of the video, yo, big money, salvia. Big money, salvia. Big money, salvia, salvia, salvia. Yo, my waves was spinning. I need to give myself a haircut more often. I ain't know I could cut my own hair like that. I did go to barber school, but that was like for 3 months. Oh man, I'm still recording, aren't I? Oh man, everybody's gonna be mad at me because I made a video about cutie Cinderella, and that's bae. Fuck. Imagine we could have normal adult conversations. Aren't we all adults? Don't we all have control? Aren't we all in the government fight for our bodies and healthcare and shit? Imagine if people could pay me to play Genshin Impact. I'd be on that shit all day, every day. I had to download Tester Up just to see if I could get some money off that. Yo, bro, I'm down bad. I'm down so bad. I've been sipping on a Coca-Cola for the last 6 hours, bro. Help me. This entire ending is just a cry for help. Like, subscribe, bell to stay notified. Peace!